Who the fuck do you think you're talking to?
I'm talking to you, you redneck faggot.
I'm Rex Paradox, the greatest man who ever lived, your future shadow overlord, aspiring supervillain, part-time otaku, among other things, and today on the program, SuperFly, a blaxploitation movie from 1972. And they did make a remake, but I'm not talking about that, I'm talking about the 1972 version. So, the original version. Here we go, roll my intro.
A monster? No. You are wrong. I am a god.
So first thing first, blaxploitation is a term for movies that came out in the 1970s that feature a black lead, or any movie with just any movie that was a black movie, pretty much. You know what I'm talking about. Not like fucking some Tyler Perry shit, but it's a movie with a majority black cast, I'd say. That revolves around black people in their lives. Typically, blaxploitation movies feature characters who are walking stereotypes, but Hollywood was having financial problems and black people were going to the movies, so they kept making them. Interesting fact that people don't acknowledge, blaxploitation movies saved Hollywood. That's a fact. For the reason I just stated. People weren't going to see movies at the time, but black people were going to see these blaxploitation films. Meaning, film industry saved. Black people. Blaxploitation. Get it? Now, actually getting into SuperFly, SuperFly is basically a film about this guy named Priest, who's trying to get his life straight. Like, that's the cookie cutter way of summarizing the film. Priest is a pimp and a drug dealer. Yeah, a pimp and a drug dealer. Like, one stereotype wasn't enough. He had to be a pimp and a drug dealer. Priest isn't just a normal drug dealer though. He's a coke dealer, which is a respectable profession. Also, there's no type of pimping in the movie whatsoever, so I don't really understand the pimp thing. I guess that's just like to make him seem cooler. I don't know. Anyway, Priest wants to get out the coke game, and that's pretty much the plot of the movie. Without spoiling it. SuperFly being a blaxploitation film means it doesn't have a big budget, meaning there's a lot of practical shots in the movie, and some shots where you just straight up know they have a big budget. There's this whole segment of the movie that's just, it's legitimately just a slideshow. There's legit a slideshow in this movie. I'm not mad at them. You know, they had a budget and they made it work. What I like about the movie cinematography wise is the practical shots. Not a lot of unnecessary tracking shots or cuts in the film. There's a whole segment of the film where Priest is chasing this guy that just like robbed him with some other dude, and these niggas running for a good minute. Like, I was legitimately tired watching these dudes run. At one point, Priest jumps a fence with no hands. Like, goddamn. Like, this, I don't know how many times it took them to get this shot right, but like, goddamn, I was pretty fucking impressed. During the chase scene, you can see the cameraman running and the cord getting in the shot. Like, they had to put in work to get this movie made. I respect that. Like, that cameraman was like, legitimately, they had to haul ass with these niggas while they were shooting this motherfucking video. It looks like some shit you see on World Star, or some shit, like, it looks like amateur video, and like, I like that. It adds a feeling of realness to the movie. Like, the cameraman straight up just running with these niggas. I love that shit. The soundtrack for the film is really good. It's done by Curtis Mayfield. I refuse to play any of any type of music from that goddamn movie, because ain't nobody making shit off of my videos vying. Like, that shit ain't happening. This video will get copy strikes it will get so many copyright strikes. But it's a really good soundtrack. I like it. The soundtrack has this song called Pusher Man, which is basically an OG, or maybe the OG trap song. It's like legitimately just fucking, I'm your drug dealer, nigga. Like, I got the shit that you want. It's straight up a trap song. I like that. The soundtrack in general is good. The opening sequence is like, it's fucking, this thing with like bongos, and the way the bongos come in, it's just like you gotta watch the movie. The soundtrack's really good. If you don't want to watch the movie, at least listen to the motherfucking soundtrack. That's my recommendation for it. So that's really all I have to say about SuperFly. It's a lot of practical camera shots, camera angles. The soundtrack's really good. I wish more modern movies with like low budgets would just use some of the fucking practical shots that SuperFly does. But like maybe there's a whole thing with permits and shit. They did a lot with the little bit of money that they had. I respect that. And like I'm not a fucking photographer or a fucking good videographer. I'm not good at cinematography, but I'm like, I can learn some shit. I think if you're having problems filming, like, watch SuperFly. That's a good inspiration. It has a lot of practical camera shots. Fuck it. If you have a cord in the shot, like, fuck it. We don't have cords anymore, nigga. We got cell phones. We can do better. But anyway, that's all I really have to say on SuperFly. This video is over. I'm Rex Paradox, the greatest man who ever lived. Goodbye. Have a nice day.
Breathe.
Next time, the Iron Giant.